This week for my read, I read the New South Wales Coaching Manual for Rugby League. This book was first published in 1969, and the second edition, I think, is this one. It was in 1974. This copy was given to my grandfather and then given to me. It was given to him by Frank Johnson, the Inlaid Rees. Two Lees is my grandfather's name. With the compliments of Frank Johnson, New South Wales Rugby League Coaching Panel Director. Honestly, I did flick through this a little bit. I didn't read it cover to cover. I did skip through, some of the technical aspects of scrumming. I did skip through some of these pages. Some of the pages have some exercises that, it's almost 50 years old, so it's a little bit outdated, but it's pretty cool. I just want to read a couple of excerpts. Today's going to be a short video. There are three limits to what a man can reach: the psychological limit, the physiological limit, and the survival limit. A man reaches his psychological limit when he is working hard, then thinks he has had enough. Most of us arrive at this stage in a very short time. The physiological limit is that which a man can force his working mechanism before nature takes over and causes him to collapse. The survival limit in the sporting field remains unknown because A, there is no record of anyone having died from overexercise. I don't know if that's true anymore, and this next line is pretty interesting. It is impossible to bring any harm to the healthy heart and the healthy organism. I don't know about that. I don't know how true that is anymore, but it is interesting. It is interesting, the human limits are outlined there. And there's another excerpt here that I think this is quite cool. Consider the implications of the phrase hard work. The word work means the expenditure of energy. Physical conditioning demands high and increasing expenditure of energy, much more than an ordinary daily activity. The word hard in this context means stern, unyielding, severe, strenuous. To stress the implications of this definition and its application to physical training, let us add the related phrases hard-headed, meaning proof against sentimental delusion, and hard-hearted, meaning unfeeling and merciless. It is difficult indeed for anyone to cast himself in this unpleasant role. But the player who can assume this character in his approach to training not only will find it easy to discipline himself, but will discover his temporary hard-headedness and hard-heartedness to be real assets in the competitive game. He will develop a mental attitude that refuses to relinquish any task he has begun. His self-discipline will brush aside the many temptations besetting him to relax the strict training routine. He will accept as no more abnormal than eating and breathing the essential need to concentrate on the planned training program. How Spartan and cool is that? Just a short one this week, because today's my daughter's birthday. I didn't want to spend all day making videos, so you won't be able to find this book. I don't think it's in print anymore. You can't find this at the public library. This is pretty cool. What a cool book. Have a good weekend.